The Celine Phantom is back. Yes, you heard me correctly. Last weekend, Michael Ryder showed his debut collection for Celine. This is Spring/Summer 2026. He showed men's and women's. And I'm not going to lie to you, this wasn't something I'd put in my calendar. I hadn't, decided to keep an eye out for his debut. Because Celine, to be very honest, I haven't been thinking about them for the last couple of years, It's felt very samey. Oh, the same bags. Oh, we get it. A nice tweed jacket, whatever. It's not felt all that fresh and new and exciting. So imagine my surprise when I was scrolling through my Instagram and I saw some of the first images from Michael Ryder's first collection for Celine, and I was like, hold on a second, we're back. She might have to start calling herself a Celine girl. Come Spring/Summer 2026, all of a sudden, I might just be a Celine girl. This was brilliant. So I wanted to have a quick run through the bags. The accessories were done exceptionally well. A quick run through on the ready-to-wear as well. And what is new Celine looking like? Let's get excited about it. What do you think? Let's have a discussion. Guys, if you're new here, my name is Cassie and I'm a self-diagnosed luxury addict. I put out videos on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, so if you like luxury fashion, then you're probably gonna love it here. So head down there, subscribe, turn on the bell, become a member of our luxury addicted family. When are we going to rehab? Never. I like to kick it off with the Phantom. So this is Celine's most popular bag, most famous bag ever, okay? It was created by Phoebe Philo. There is the luggage version of this bag, which is basically, just think of it this way. Luggage is no wings, Phantom is wings. The Phantom has this sort of wings that come out of the side of it. It's slouchy, it's oversized, it's big bag energy, and this was the epitome of 2010s, like it bags, this was it. However, I will say that it's sort of fallen off a bit within the last 5 years, really. I mean, it's still available to buy. I am a liar. I now cannot find it on the website, but it was there as of like last year, if I remember correctly. Last year, if not, worst case 2023. But it's only been taken offline quite recently. And to be honest with you, when I've been to outlets, there's been the odd sort of variation of the luggage bag. Not really the Phantom. The Phantom was phased out, but it has a very different sort of style compared to the Phantom. The Phantom is very slouchy, it's very lived in. Whereas the luggage bag is the much more sort of structured version of that. She is back for Spring/Summer 2026, but how is it different? It's been done in this kind of east-west style, so more elongated. It also has this flap that goes off, that is over the top. The original Phantoms were a gaping hole. Okay, good luck finding anything inside of there because you would just pile stuff in and be, sort of pilfering around for a good 10 minutes to find your house keys. And also, yeah, it was just open. There was no closure on these bags. So nice to know that the new version has this closure. You've got this flap and also a zip that goes from end to end. But there is also one big difference between these and the old ones. You know how we've always talked about the fact that the luggage tote has a face, okay? You've got its attachments from the top handle that look like eyes, and then the zip at the front that looks like a kind of very apathetic, unbothered and unimpressed little straight mouth. There is now a version of it that is done with a smile, and I just think this is brilliant. This sounds really simple, and it is really simple, and that's why it's great. Because we're seeing more of these sort of novelty moments in luxury fashion. If we take something like the J.W. Anderson pigeon bag, that is very on-the-nose novelty. It's a bag that looks like a bird. Weird, right? And it's funny in an odd way. So you then have this that injects a little bit of cheekiness into a brand that we're not really used to seeing any little moments of comedy or humor from. Okay, like I said, J.W. Anderson is a brand that you expect that from. Moschino is also a brand that you expect something like this from. But we've really not seen this from Celine, and I thought this was a really fun way of injecting just a little bit of something. The other thing throughout this collection that you will notice, that Logo Mania is back in a different way. So you will see the Celine Triomphe logo on things. You will see just the Celine typeface logo on a lot of items that you may not expect as well. And the styling just brings everything together in this really effortlessly cool, oh, I just threw this on and it looks phenomenal kind of way. That is, when you think of Celine, that's what you think of. It's sort of this like effortless, it's French casual. I will say, heads up, the shoes are hideous. Yeah, the shoes are not for me in the slightest. We will get to them. They are also doing the Phantom in a mini size. And you know me, I'm TBE, I'm tiny bag energy. That doesn't do it for me. I think that it almost looks too structured. I also feel like the prices should be in line. Celine is a brand that in terms of pricing is quite decent, and I hope that it stays that way. Michael Ryder, if you can hear me, please keep the prices as they are. I can't take another one, another price increase from a brand I love, please. Anyway, brand I love, well, you know, I wasn't really a Celine girl. I'm a Celine girl now, please hear my cry. Anyway, it doesn't work as well in the smaller size because it sort of needs that slouch and that lack of structure. The maximalism, especially when it comes to the jewellery, is really, really refreshing, because I don't think we see jewellery as a real focal point of a lot of ready-to-wear shows, and it was just really great to see all these layers on layers, and there's a little Celine luggage tag and a little heart lock, and it's just really fun. I mean, you can hear this woman before you see her, you know, especially layered on really simple pieces. It's on top of a cardigan and a jumper. Okay, so we've got like simple ballet flats, great, the tiniest little Triumph metal hardware there on the strap across, cute, whatever. I mean, these are plimsolls. Like, these aren't even plimsolls. These are like dance shoes. Like, if you ever did sort of, you know, modern jazz dance classes, I did, then these look like those. There is very little between you and the floor. If you've got flat feet, don't even bother, okay? This is gonna take you straight to the chiropractor. I really can't with shoes like this. I mean, there's something almost like sort of elfin, like some sort of elf mythical creature. You know, Peter Pan wears shoes like these. You know, it's that sort of thing. Not any better with a heel, if we're really talking about it. So let's sort of move on swiftly from that in a croc as well, in case that tickles your fancy. This is sort of like a really easy crossbody bag that they're doing that almost looks like the Trio. It reminds me of that bag. It's slouchy. Again, that leather looks really nice and supple with just the small Triumph closure there. But I really like this layering of belts. Celine belts have been really popular in recent years, so, you know, those ones with the Triumph logo and all of that, they're very familiar to us. But then you have this one with like a little toggle lock, and one that looks like a life raft of sorts, right? I mean, I just love the layering. I love the gold hardware on the black. That feels very Celine to me. This bag is a bag that they currently do. There's like little sort of boxy vanity. And they've done this version where it almost looks like the coated canvas is unlined. So it's got like a little bit of crease to it. It's got a little bit of movement there. And I like that. We've also got this absolutely ginormous hobo-y style tote. It's supple, it's leather, and it's doing it. These boxing boots of sorts, I know are going to do well. These are going to do well within the fashion circles. They're going to love it. It's not for me. It's not. Just throwing that out there now. And yeah, there might be some people that wear it that I could possibly consider. I might go, oh, could I be this girl? And this is just a personal moment here between me and future Cassie. You're not. Okay, that is not you. You are not a boxing boot girl. Lest I remind you of the lime green Skechers boxing shoes that you bought when you were about 12. They didn't suit you then, and it's not going to suit you now, my love. Okay, let's move on. I need you to look at the cardigan here, because it's got this chain detail on the pockets that looks like a charm bracelet. Just these hardware pops on something that's like a really simple rib knit cardigan. Excellent. Celine is also coming for You're Never Full, coming for your Goyard, what's it called, with this massive coated canvas shoulder bag, hobo style, comes with a little pouch inside there, a 2-in-1, I'll take it. It looks great. This bracelet stack is just incredible. This bag intrigues me, and this is great. So this is gonna be an excellent travel bag. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna need it. Coated canvas, a sort of duffely style. You've got these longer shoulder straps, and you can sort of put your hands underneath what looks like underneath the zipper of the bag, so you can carry it in this really interesting way. And just think that's so cool. We'll see another version of it as well. This leather jumpsuit can burn in hell. There's a lot going on there and there's a lot on show. I also really quite like this really simple box bag. They're doing it in the white leather, they're doing it in the coated canvas, and in this other sort of brown leather. People love Celine sunglasses. These, it's a shield. It's got a tiny little triomphe in the middle there. It's got a skinny little Celine on the arms. Great. Sign me up. Add to the wish list, please. Here we have that box bag again. Look at this woman's arm. Look at the stacks of enamel cuffs that just have the Celine text logo all over it. It looks great. And this is what I mean by the sort of logo mania, but done in a different way. Like, I never thought to stack a load of logo cuffs together like that. It looks brilliant. And just the contrast of all of the colours, the pops, the colour blocking, it's just really cool and refreshing, to be honest with you. They also have a boot, sort of, that is snoutless. And I know I talk a lot about how some shoes have too much of a snout. Sometimes some shoes don't have one and should. And that is how I feel about this. Once again, this is a sort of, you know, a sort of leather boot that, yeah, like Peter Pan would wear or something. I don't know. And it's got a horse bit at the front. I'm all right. Here we have my favourite tote once again in this glorious blue. Oh my gosh, I think it's great. It almost looks like a garment bag, right? That sort of shape there. I've forgotten that shape, but it looks great, to be honest with you. I really like that. As we know, Celine jeans have been having a moment, Kendrick Lamar at the Super Bowl, all of that. I love, again, a moment of logo here with the contrasting patch there at the back that you can put your belt through. I love the fact that it's in this red. It's popping against the blue of the jeans. I really like this oval belt as well. They're doing this belt in a few different thicknesses. And when you think of a belt buckle, you either think of a logo if it's a luxury brand, or like an oval, like a sideways one, right? Or like a normal landscape oval. I really like this sort of north-south version of it. It seems a bit different. It pulls the eye in a different way. And I like this sort of vintage gold version as well. This jacket ended me in the best way possible. This is only on one arm of the jacket, and it is absolutely yeah, honestly, thank you. I don't know what that was that fell, but it feels the same way. It is adorned with all of these keys, and I wonder if it's inspired by the Lovelock Bridge in Paris, right? That, you know, it's just absolutely chock full of people's locks to secure their love and all of that. And it looks like that part of the bridge. That is exceptional. That is such a great piece. A lot of this feels kind of like Loewe to me, not in an on-the-nose way, but in like I could see Loewe do something similar to that, which I like. Again, look at those bracelets against such a simple black dress. Great, it's like halfway up the sodding art. It's just this juxtaposition of like really simple pieces, but the layering is maybe over the top. It makes things feel a bit more interesting with these like pops of logo in unexpected places. Again, I really like this box bag. I think that the straps of it are going to be somewhat adjustable, let's see. Worn, you know, as just a little through their crook of the elbow moment with this plain leather with the debossing. Look at that outfit from the back. Backwards cardigan with a skater skirt. I love it. There are also these drawstring bags. This one is fully beaded. There are leather versions and like croc embossed or croc versions, unclear. I quite like those as well. Drawstring bags are having a moment in bag styles and trends, so keep an eye out for that. I like this one. This skew whiff friend. The front of it looks like it's like, you know, not talking to the back of it, so they're like at odds with each other. It's a little sort of shouldery bag style in python. It's weird, but I like it. And again, a lot of this collection feels really unexpected, even like this. This doesn't feel like Celine. I love that about it, to be honest with you. Look at that logo patch on the back of the jeans again. Great. This dress, that is fully made out of Celine logo ribbons. I want to die buried in this dress. It is just, look at the texture of it. It almost looks like feathers, right, layered on top of each other. That's beautiful. You have a flat version of the luggage bag with a smile. Good for him or her. Look at this bag again. I love this as a travel bag. I think I might need it. No, I think I do need it. Yeah, I do. In the blue, in this like really great cobalt blue with the logo all over it. The straps are long enough to be put on the shoulder. That on top of any sodding roll-on carry-on bag. Yes, please. Fan-sodding-tastic. Again, I wouldn't have said that I was a Celine girl, but a lot of the pieces I can see myself like gravitating towards, or like even if it is just accessories, this feels so fresh and fun, but still in keeping within that very sort of Celine, she's just an effortlessly cool girl vibe. The reintroduction of the Phantom bag is excellent. Okay, as we know, nostalgia is selling. We want these bags that we fell in love with when we were, you know, starting to learn about luxury fashion or were really prominent moments in pop culture. And now that, you know, hopefully, depending on the pricing, we've got the means to afford them, you know, it's giving us that little bit of joy, a little warm, fuzzy feeling inside, whatever it might be. Personally, I've got a Celine Phantom. Guess what? Next time I'm in the UK in September, she's coming home with me. If you've got your old one, bring it out. If you love that old style, now is the time to buy these on pre-loved or vintage sites because the prices are only going to go up once these are released, to be honest with you. And I think that the new version they've changed it enough so that it feels different from the old version. So if you had the old, you could still want the new. They've not just sort of like regurgitated it and gone, in at 2025, 2026 pricing, you can get the Celine Phantom when you can get it for $750 on eBay, sort of thing. It's a smart move to bring back the Phantom specifically, since the luggage has already been around, but it's sort of really died down in hype and popularity. I think that focusing on the Phantom, especially with its wings, is great. I think that that's also the way that we've seen a lot of bags released recently going, right? They're slouchy, they're a little bit more casual looking. East West obviously is a bag style that's doing really, really well at the moment, so I think that they've executed it fantastically. There's lots of accessories there worth loving, really great bags. Shoes, that's fine. My wish list already seems to be long with Celine. I want a pair of jeans, maybe a bag. No, definitely that luggage bag. Maybe an accessory or two, who knows, depending on the price. All of a sudden she's a Celine girl. Who knew? What are your thoughts on this collection? Is there anything that's exciting you? What do you think about the return of the Phantom? Are you happy about it? Do you think it's been done at the right time? Do you think it's a little bit too early even? Let me know your thoughts. I'm going to leave a link to another video over here in case you haven't already seen it. Have an amazing morning, afternoon or evening wherever you are. And in the words of my father,
if you've enjoyed it, tell your friends. If you haven't, keep your mouth shut.
I'll see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye guys.